Oh, well, we're live, folks. All right. So, here from Belgrade, the White City, as they call it. And today it is certainly white. So, how's everybody doing? You all white? Yeah. So, well, I'm in Belgrade now. As some of you know, I was in Gran Canaria, Spain last weekend. It was grand, it was massive, pretty cool, to be in Spain and like warm during the winter. I don't really like winter that much, but I'm here now and it's snowing. So, basically, that's the deal. I'm only going to be here for about 10 more days and then I'm heading off to Colombia. So, just sort of enjoying this snow. It reminds me of, when I grew up as a little boy in Canada and it always used to get really snowy. And there's a certain peacefulness and stillness to, the snowy streets. And it was pretty much snowing all evening. And it's a kind of magical atmosphere here. So thanks for tuning in, folks. This is Belgrade Beat on the streets of, well, right here, Belgrade. So what's up with me? I've just been working, guys, traveling around the world while working is the name of the game. And I just can't wait until Belgrade comes into springtime. I'll be away in Colombia for most of February, half of March. And, more and more that I travel around, see different places, I realize that this is where I want to be. Really. This city is where I want to be, want to build stuff. There's so much potential, so many things that people, don't have here. Like a good music venue and stuff like that. I'd like to build all of that, but, it's always a question of picking which thing to put my energy in. If I focus on one thing, I could do it really well. Right now I'm focusing on building this online remote working business supported venture. And, I would love to start a restaurant, a music venue, recording studio. I don't know what the hell, like a practice studio for my band, studio for Belgrade Beat, all this stuff like I was talking about constantly. But it's always about finding the time and the focus, and I'm at a point in my life, 35 years old at this point, where I really need to, get something stable in my life financially, and that's happening. So I'm mostly working on that supportive venture. So if anybody is a computer technician, we are always looking for good computer technicians to join our team. Let me know. Just got snow back of my neck. You know how it is. What else? For the springtime, there's going to be some concerts, I think. And we're looking for a good venue in the city center of Belgrade or slightly outside of the city center of Belgrade. So I would like your suggestions on where would you like to see my band play in Belgrade, because we almost have our own sound system, so we can pretty much take any space and turn it into a music venue. It's just finding one that has some character, like an old kafana, and that you would like to see an event. You think a place in the center where you can imagine a really cool party going down. Maybe one that's away from residential buildings so they can stay open late, play music late, and DJs and stuff like that. I'd like to make big parties this year. Somehow my friends and colleagues started this thing called We Are The Party, which is running these techno parties around town. That's pretty cool. But I'm not that into techno. I'm into world music type techno, but yeah. I would like to do the world music type party, the folk punk energy, and make a sort of institution for that. I don't know how it's going to look, but I pretty much decided not to tour with my band this year because, well, I've been doing it since the year 2010 was the first one. And it's a lot of energy to organize that. I'd like to get back to basics, get back to local gigs and play with my band locally and make a sort of mini scene here around those sorts of gigs as a place where foreigners and locals can come and get a taste of this worldly atmosphere that I promote. So where's the venue for that? What do you think? I'm up for suggestions for places. Could be a place you've heard of, Could it be a place that you own? Could it be a place that you visit often around in your neighborhood? Tell me about it in the comments. Because these sorts of places, you know, we can literally transform them with the right sort of events and bring lots of business to these places. And we don't need much apart from a good sounding space. Even if it's just like a empty warehouse where we bring beer crates and, you know, sound system, plug it in and, you know, do awesome parties all night, rave style, whatever. Lots of potential for that. Just where are we going to do it? So, your suggestions in the comments, please. Thank you. It's Belgrade, it's winter, it's cold, it's snowy. I kind of like it. I like being in Belgrade more than I like traveling at this point because I've been traveling constantly, not constantly, few short stops in Belgrade since November 1st. So I'm eager to keep on going for the rest of the winter. But when spring comes, I want to see Belgrade and be in Belgrade in a big way. Start riding my bicycle around, do lots more interviews for Belgrade Beat, local entrepreneurs and stuff like that. And just continue to build this thing. Because there's a local spirit here in this city, especially for us foreigners that live here. Surprisingly, that we feel that we found the most special place on the planet. And, you know, that you can't have a life like you can have here. But we always see this potential thing. You know, nobody ever thinks that this city has realized its potential. It's not done. The city's definitely on the up, and I love the fact that the city's, you know, getting more built up every year. Yeah, okay, it might also get more expensive. Yeah, well, I'm making money on the internet. What can I say? For those of you who aren't, start. Because as I covered in previous videos, you know, Serbian business culture is not conducive to prosperity. I've got a question on the channel that says, do I like Berlin? Yeah, I like Berlin. I do like Berlin. But I feel like that's a place that maybe has peaked its potential. That as the sort of city that Belgrade has the potential to be, maybe it's already that. And maybe it can't go up anymore, but Belgrade can go up and up and up. And there's so much opportunity to do things, innovative ideas from around the world that haven't been done here yet. So, yeah, why not? And it's not just building a new shopping mall. I mean, that's part of the development. Yeah, sure, we need shopping malls. Where do you buy your underwear, for example? I don't like it when people, you know, hate on commercialism, shopping malls and all that stuff. It's useful. I hate all this anti-capitalistic propaganda. Yeah, well, I'm a capitalist. This is what a capitalist looks like. This is what a capitalist looks like who comes to Serbia for the opportunity of low cost of living. I have a standard of living here, not just materially, not just monetarily, what I can buy with my money, that I can't really match in a lot of other places. For example, the walkability of the city is fabulous. I mean, just these streets are made to be walked on more than cars. And if you live around here, around the wider center, you walk everywhere. Try that in a city like New York City. You can basically walk nowhere. It's not convenient. It's not, you know, there aren't nice neighborhoods. This is one of the reasons, well, there's nice neighborhoods, but there's not nice urbanized environments like you have in Belgrade. You know, this is one of the reasons I don't live in Canada anymore. As I covered in one of my videos over the holidays on my other channel, World Beast 9000. Yeah, this urbanized environment, this way that people interact in space. In North America, it's all about these things, these car things, and getting around, and, you know, the people are almost, a lot of them are almost, you know, unable to walk because they're so used to cars. And they don't have any place to walk, which is nice. So they get fat and sick because they don't walk enough. But here, you know, when spring comes around, I will be outside as much as possible with my laptop, working from parks, walking around, running my business on the internet from wherever. You can do that, folks, especially with a 4G network as good as here in Belgrade that I'm broadcasting on right now, flawless. I use Veep Mobile, and no, they don't pay me any money. Somebody's asking if I've been to Munich. Yeah, I've been to Munich, so what? What about Munich? I don't know what the point is. This is Belgrade. This is about Belgrade. This is the city where I've chosen to live most of my life. Although, you know, I'm going to Colombia. Maybe it will capture my heart, but I doubt it. Because I feel like my soul is Slavic rather than Latino. Or German. I think my mind is German, but my soul is Slavic, and so I feel more comfortable living here than in Germany, than in Canada, than in England, than in Austria, and even Slovakia, because this is more interesting and more of a sort of cosmopolitan society than where my family is from in Slovakia. You know, they don't really connect that much with the rest of the world like this Belgrade does. So yeah, used to live on this street. That's why I'm looking down there. Got a friend who still does, some friends who still do live on that street. Look at this snow, folks. It's freaking beautiful. Anyways, 2019. How's it looking? Well, it's looking like Belgrade's gonna continue to develop as an awesome place to live, and but you know, they renovate the Royal Hotel Royale or whatever it used to be called before. It's called Royal, and you know, this place over here used to be where we went when the bars closed, and they stayed open all night. And it was always a very interesting cast of characters that you found there at 4 in the morning. You know, they had that old style sort of Yugoslavian style customer service where the waiter obviously does not give half a shit about anything. You can see the years of smoke in his face. Yeah. So 2019, live on the streets of Belgrade. Someone just messaged that this is more snow than we have in Ontario now. Well, yeah. But this only happens a couple times a year in Belgrade, this much snow. So, enjoy it while you can, folks. And I can't wait to do more in the spring, more interviews on the street, more live streams. I think I should do one of these absolutely live, where we get people off the street and where people from the world can talk with random people on the streets of Belgrade and ask them questions about their lives. Yeah, that would be, yeah. Serbian women live on the streets. How about that video? Yeah, question, am I gay? No, actually I'm not. But I have no problem with gayness. Yeah. I like women. And yeah, I don't know what more to say about that. I'm also not Islamic, but there's a mosque in Belgrade. That doesn't bother me either. I mean, we're living in this world and we just need to accept the crazy amount of diversity of thinking and everything, and just not let that slip away, and let Belgrade keep on being Serbian while, you know, also becoming more international and cosmopolitan. I mean, there's a global blender of culture now that, of course, reaches here, but this place keeps its own style of culture and feeling and vibe, and I hope it goes like that. So I just wish you all the best.